Hello friends, Intuitive Rene here, bringing you your daily insight reading for today, Wednesday, the 16th of December, 2020. Today is a public holiday in South Africa, but I thought I was going to do the video anyway because even though we're a public holiday, we still need some insight, we still need some guidance, especially in the run up to the end of the year. So we are today working with the new Gilded Royale Tarot deck. I am working the whole week off these two cards, or these two decks, I should say. And this is the Ask Your Guides Oracle. And as you can see, this is the Buddha Wisdom cards over here. So today being 16th of December, Wednesday, let's have a look and see what is it? What are the energies going on? What is the insight that we need today to get through the day well? So we're going to start off with the first tarot card. All right. Seven of Swords. So Seven of Swords energy is very interesting. It is known as the card of deceit. It's the card of thievery. It's the card of taking, which doesn't necessarily belong to you. We can even see that we have this little fox here. So it's really talking about sly, cunning kind of behavior. But I always, because you know me, I'm the ever optimist. I'm always thinking about the positive. I find a positive in absolutely any and all situations. It's interesting. I see here that these two little faces up there, watching and observing. So it doesn't matter what you're doing, there's always somebody who sees you. There's always eyes. Interesting. Suddenly just saw that. Sorry, deviating off my train of thought here. So the way that I like to interpret this card, and like I said, traditional tarot will tell you it's the card of thievery, it's the card of deception, it's the card of taking which doesn't belong to you, etc. But me being the eternal optimist, I really am. I can find a positive in absolutely any and all situations. I see this as the card of lack of planning. So I always say, whenever this card comes up, I always give my story and I say, you know what, this particular gentleman, he was sent off to collect swords. He just said, yeah, okay, fine, I'll do it. Okay. And he went off to collect the swords. He never thought about, well, how many am I collecting? How am I going to carry them? What am I actually going to do with them? He never gave any thought to the detail. He just reacted as spontaneously. He took advantage of an opportunity at the spur of the moment. There was no planning, there was no foresight, there was none of that. Okay. So he has arrived. He is now trying to collect as many swords as he can. And obviously his arms are full. But there's two still here. And he's like, well, am I going to get into trouble? Am I going to manage? Should I try and take them? Should I? So there's a lot of overwhelm here. But maybe he is stealing. Let's go there. So he's arrived and he's stealing the swords. But again, he didn't give any thought to what he was stealing. He didn't give any thought to how he was doing it. So he would be a terrible bank robber, okay? Because he would get caught. There's all these eyes looking at him. He would get caught instantly and it would be an instant fail. So to me, my interpretation of this card is if you don't plan sufficiently for the activities that you're getting involved in, you are not going to achieve everything that you need to. So my eternal optimism turns this card into the card of planning, turns this card into the card of knowing what you're getting yourself into before you get into it, and having some kind of a strategy and having some kind of a plan and knowing what it is that you need to achieve. Let's just see what else we get, because it may tell me whether it's the optimism or whether I need to be a little bit more honest. Okay. First of all, how beautifully bright are these cards? They're just exquisite. Page of Wands, all right? So Page of Wands says you are ready, okay? Whenever I see this card, I think to myself, right, you are ready. It's time. You've got, the learning is complete. The study is complete. Gaining knowledge and understanding is complete. And there's that light shining on the wand, confirming we are ready. We are ready to go. We are ready to move forward. We're ready to advance. We're ready to put into practice all that we have learned. So now when I see these two cards next to each other, by the way, we've got the two birds there as well versus the two faces over there and him in the middle. So just noticing the similarities between the two cards. So there's always somebody watching, there's always somebody guiding, there's always somebody telling you what, when, who, and how. And he's got the two plants. We've got the two pillars, we've got the two faces, the two birds, the two pots. So there's a lot of stepping. So sorry, just noticing all the similarities between the two. So the Page of Wands is basically saying that you have enough knowledge now. You've gained enough experience. You've gained enough understanding. It's time to stop putting all your theory into practice. It's time to start recognizing and utilizing the knowledge, the skills that you've received. Don't just rush into anything, because if you rush into anything, you're not going to achieve everything that you need to set out to. So today it's about recognizing that you are ready to branch out. It's recognizing that you're ready to step into the new life, the new world, the new opportunities that are there for you. But it's also about, don't be too quick to rush in. Even though you are being set free, even though you are being released and told, go, achieve, do, be, just make sure that there's a plan. Make sure that there's some kind of a strategy. Don't just rush into things, because you're not going to achieve everything that you need to do. I love that. I absolutely love that. Let's just have a look and see what the Ask Your Guides Oracle wants to add to the situation. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. So we have psychic awareness and divine soul, card number 47. And I think, you know what, as much as this card talks about practical skills, as much as this card talks about knowledge and practical and ready to embark, but with this card of strategy, of planning, of deception, of cunning, of taking advantage, you know, there is a lot of psychic awareness and trust that needs to come into it. Trusting and knowing and listening to your intuition. If your intuition's telling you hold back or push forward, knowing that you are ready to fully embrace and to utilize your skills. So that makes a lot of sense. I actually quite like that. I'm very curious to see what Buddha wisdom wants to contribute to the situation. Okay, I know it's very small, but I'm going to read it to you. It says, when your words are lies, oh my gosh, there's the deception. Where will your mischief end? Oh my gosh. Let me read that again. When your words are lies, where will your mischief end? Okay. So now you see, it goes back to that deception and that thievery. All right. That's what the Buddha wisdom is saying. It's basically saying that we have to be, and again, psychic awareness. What does it mean to be psychically aware? What does it mean to be in connection or in tune with your psychic powers? It means about being able to discern truth from lies, isn't it? I think so. About recognizing truth, recognizing integrity, honesty, and what actually needs to take place. It's about recognizing that we're all sometimes tempted to step outside of the lines. We're all sometimes tempted to do something that maybe we shouldn't do, or something that maybe isn't quite right for us. But recognizing that we are ready to do that. We are ready to embark on a new life. So, friends, today is Wednesday, the 16th of December. The way that I'm going to interpret all of this for you, remember, we are focusing, my sole intention at the moment is to get you through 2020 so that we can get to 2021 in a good space. And I think we need to be honest with ourselves. We need to be truthful. Sorry, didn't mean to bump it. We need to be truthful with ourselves as to who we are, what we're capable of doing. We need to trust our intuition. We need to trust our own gut instincts. We need to trust our own inner thoughts and inner inspirations. And we need to be honest with ourselves, because if we're not honest with ourselves, we're never going to achieve the things that we need to. All right. Oh my gosh, I think that is just so amazing. I actually love how it all sort of built up and how it became what it did at the end. So remember, if you're not honest with yourself, you're never going to be able to achieve all the things that you need to. And you know what? Sometimes we all have to be a little bit sly and cunning as well. But it's about listening to your intuition and recognizing the difference between right and wrong. With lots of love and blessings from my heart to yours. Until we connect again, take care.